Hey there, algebra learners. This question came up from the review, the Unit 1 review, but it really comes out of section 1.3, which is talking all about units and conversion, and then actually how you apply them in the real world, which is geometry. So in this example problem, and there's a whole slew of problems like this, and it's going to show up on the test as well. I'm just going to read it. Let's go through it together. Paul plans to put a concrete on a rectangular portion of his driveway. The portion is 12 feet long, 6 inches high, and the price is $98 per cubic yard. The total cost of the concrete Paul needs is $108.89. Which of the following is the closest width to the portion of the driveway in which Paul plans to put his concrete? Okay, and again, the answer here is 5 feet, so let's figure out how we get 5 feet. Well, the first thing in doing these kind of problems is we have to get everything in the same unit. Feet, inches, and yards are all different units, and they have different conversions. But you also have to take into account dimensions. So, since feet is the middle unit between yards and inches, right, I can convert everything to feet and work it that way. So let me show you how this plays out. So the first part is set up your equation. 108.89 is the total dollars. Well, that's equal to the length times the width times the height times the price. Right? Because that is how we do volume in geometry. It's 3 dimensions. Notice the price is in cubic yards. That is a 3-dimensional unit. Okay, now I'm going to plug in my values. You can see here I've got 12. That little single apostrophe means feet. Quotes means inches. And yards cubed raised to the 3rd power. So the thing I don't know is the width, but I want to make sure my width is also in feet. So I'm going to now convert everything to feet. If you look over here, 6 inches times 1 foot per means to divide 12 inches, you get a half a foot. Now the cubic yard is tricky because you can really think of it like a Rubik's Cube. You've got one Rubik's Cube, it's a cubic unit, but there are actually 27 individual cubes within that cube, and that's the same thing with yards. 3 feet wide times 3 feet high times 3 feet long. So 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So in 1 cubic yard, there are 27 cubic feet. What does that have to do with the price? Well, then what I'm ended up doing is I substitute 27 cubic feet for 1 cubic yard, and then I divide 98 by 27, and I end up getting a price of 3.629. And I mean, it's a decimal that goes on and on. Please leave this number in your calculator. Try not to truncate it. Keep it as long as possible. Rounding is essentially your last step. So now I've got everything in feet, including my price. My price is per cubic foot. Cool. When I scroll down to my next step, you see here, aha, now I've got everything listed in feet. Sweet. Now, when I combine like terms, essentially what I'm doing, I'm multiplying 12 times a half times 3.629, etc. I get 21.7778 times whatever the width is. Just a quick little thing here. Notice all these apostrophes. There's one with the length, there's one with the width, there's one with the height. Well, those cancel out with the feet in the denominator of the price. So you end up here with a step where you've got a price is equal to a price times some value, which of course is the width of the object. Last step, divide both sides by 21.7778 to find your width, and you get, boom, 5. Hope that's helpful. Again, you can go back in, plug it in, check your work, always a good idea. Yeah. Let me know if you have any questions. Like this video. I'm going to post it to the unit and to the discussions.